Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to the Nature of Turnabout. In the last episode, this one was flirting with the other one, as they are known to do. Also, there's this whole murder trial that we're supposed to be helping out with, or whatever. But really, we all know it's just an excuse for the defense and the prosecution to flirt. Again. But anyway, let's hop into it.
Be that as it may, Mr. Justice is the assigned attorney, and is more than capable. So, with that in mind, could the prosecution please give their opening statement?
But of course, you need only ask. And that sick guitar riff is my opening statement. Hopefully that clears everything up.
Oh, yes, it does. Guilty. Guilty as the day is long.
Now, let us begin. The murder occurred at the Mystic Springs Oasis, the city's only naturalist club. It's a big city. It feels weird that it would be the only one. There are two victims. Nangi Trunks, the elephant yoga instructor, and Same Stripes. Same Stripes? I'm gonna quickly double check the profiles. Is that Sam Stripes? It's okay, Clavia. I have a slip of the tongue all the time. It's fine, it happens. But anyway, a tiger who was one of her students. They were assaulted in the dead of night after most of the patrons had departed. Please direct your attention to this diagram. It's a big splodge. Here you can see the courtyard and the pool where the incident took place. The victims had been near the pool, Nangi Trunks giving her Stripes a one-on-one yoga session. Is that what we're calling it these days? And
it was just them?
Yeah, just them and a couple of staff members.
Staff members?
The accused, of course. There was also a janitor on site, and the night manager arrived after the incident. But as the two were enjoying their yoga, they were accosted by the culprit. It is here that the murder occurred, only for the janitor to arrive and witness the entire ordeal. Okay. Soon after, the ZPD were called and the accused was apprehended. As you might imagine, evidence and testimony has us confident in the defendant's guilt.
I see. So the act was witnessed, eh? Very well, the prosecution may call its first witness.
But of course, it is the next prudent course of action. First, as is the norm, let us hear from the one leading the case, yeah?
All right, Apollo, let the battle commence.
As soon as they appear, he just immediately punches them in the face. Oh, different kind of battle. My bad.
Very well, I am here. This is quite a clear-cut case on the surface, but I guess we shall see.
Witness, name and occupation.
Sky, agent. We all know this by now. Let us move on. I do believe we can skip further formalities. Oh, well, I suppose, though for the record, it is important that we repeat this every time. Oh, witness, actually, you know what, forget it. I'm going to ignore proper procedure and just carry on. Witness, please testify to the court about the case.
No.
Oh, well, court adjourned. They go free.
The Chainsaw Massacre.
So, I went to see this film the other night called Chainsaw Massacre. There was a bit at the beginning, but every time I think of that word, It makes me think of a place that doesn't exist. Or does it? Oh god, it hurts my head to think about, so I'm just going to call it the Chainsaw Massacre. As stated, the victims were enjoying some yoga when they were attacked. Our investigation has shown that they were both knocked unconscious first and foremost. Then, with the two of them unable to scream or fight back, they were decapitated with a chainsaw. How did one person knock these two out at once, especially Yaxley? Because I'm pretty sure he's a lot shorter than at least Nangi. It'd be difficult to get to like the head to knock them out from there. The only others on site at the time were the janitor and the owner, Mr. Yaxling himself. And since the janitor witnessed the crime, Mr. Yaxling is undeniably the culprit. And that is the whole story. You can see why the accused stands here today. Oh, what a chilling crime! The product of a true-blooded monster. I am almost ready to bring down my gavel of truth at this very moment. This is the one I use for crime fighting. I call it the gavel of truth because whoever I hit with it is truly a criminal. I'm pretty sure. That's what I tell myself so I can sleep at night. What happens to the bodies? Nothing. But that wouldn't be procedure, would it, Your Honour? Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? I always thought it's just guilty until proven innocent. It definitely is in this system. Oh, very well. You may cross-examine the witness. I mean, she's not really a witness, more as she is the, lead investigator. She hasn't witnessed anything of the crime. Well, I guess the evidence. I digress. As stated, the victims were enjoying some yoga when they were attacked. And you're absolutely certain that no other members of the Oasis were there that night. It may run all day, every day, but it's far more popular when the sun is up. We are certain that the club was quite abandoned during the two murders. Continue, witness. Our investigation has shown that they were both knocked unconscious first and foremost. Hang on, I don't remember you ever mentioning that. Why is that, witness? It is right there in the autopsy report. It's true, I did check that the other day. Or can't you read, Mr. Justice? Oh, so it is. It is all there, forehead. The culprit did not want the victim screaming or fighting after all. That does explain why the killings didn't attract more attention. Continue, witness. It's all there. That feels like it's a clue pointing me towards the autopsy report to find extra evidence. So let's have a check. Check. Victim 1, Nangi Trunks. Victim 2, Sam Stripes. Both victims violently assaulted with a chainsaw and their necks were roughly cut through with the weapon until the head detached completely. The act had left a considerable mess at the scene. That's a polite way of putting it. Furthermore, both victims exhibited bruising on their heads, consistent with small blood splatters found on the handle of the chainsaw. It is believed both were knocked unconscious before the final blow was struck. I do wonder how this person was able to knock both of them out without either of them getting a chance to do anything. It's quite impressive, if anything. But there's something else. What am I missing here? Again, bruising on their heads. I'm positive Yaxling is a lot shorter than both of these. It would be difficult. No, wait, they're doing yoga. They could have been in any position at the time, doing yoga. So, quote-unquote yoga. Probably, maybe yoga. Anyway,
carry on with this, see if there's anything else that I can poke and prod at. Then the two of them were unable to scream and fight back. They were decapitated with a chainsaw. And you're adamant that my client used this chainsaw?
The lack of prints suggests they were obscured or wiped before the ZPD arrived. However, given the janitor's testimony, it's only natural.
I see. And it was found at the scene?
Indeed, next to the pool and the corpses it had left behind. But back on the topic of the culprit. The only others on site at the time were the janitor and the owner, Mr. Yaxling himself.
And the janitor claims to have seen the whole thing, correct?
He was in the right place at the right time, as it were.
More like the wrong place at the wrong...
More like the wrong place at the wrong time, if you ask me. Oh, yes, it must have been quite the terrible sight.
And yet crucial to the investigation.
Indeed. And since the janitor witnessed the crime, Mr. Yaxling is undeniably the culprit.
And it really couldn't have been anyone else.
The evidence is conclusive, as is the testimony, as you will hear from the janitor in short order.
There has to be something wrong. Mr. Wright sure thinks so.
But what? Hang in there, Apollo. The battle's just begun. All we need is a trench to start in.
Got a trowel for me to start digging with?
I'm all out, but I'm sure you'll find one.
This is still a metaphor, right? Okay, so there is definitely something in this testimony that's not quite right. But I'll have another look through in the next episode. And I'll see you all then. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.